right? This is the understanding that we gotta make sure that we share out. Verse 13.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, verse 13.
Come on.
Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people.
So when it says, set thy house in order, that's talking about you come in first. You gain more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, so that way you can teach your people. All right? At your stage right now, all you should be doing is learning. All right? You should be learning. All right? Is that it on that one? Read on.
And reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
Once you set your house in order, once you came in and got the understanding, then you can go off and teach your people. Then you can renounce corruption. Okay? Give me 1 Peter's the milk, the basics. All right? So when we come into this truth, we got to start with the very basics. Right? I know a lot of times we get excited. We're like, man, we are the children of Israel. That pastor has lied to us for so many years. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites, right?
Right.
But we got to remember this as well. Verse 2.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby.
So you must desire the sincere milk, meaning the basics, the laws, okay? When a baby gets born, they not coming out having Snicker bars. You know what I'm saying? They're not chomping down on no ribs or no chicken or anything like that. They getting that breast milk, all right? And that's all they need to grow up. Now, when they get a little bit older, then they can start taking a chunk out of some stuff, right? Then they can say, mama, he did this. But until then, they just soaking it all in. They just soaking it all in, soaking up that breast milk. So the breast milk is the laws, okay? But to your point, right? You have to make sure that you are being at peace with men, if at all possible. Let's get that. Romans chapter 17. 12 and 17, 12, 17, or 12, 19, one or two, my bad. So we have to be peaceable among people, all right? Read that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. So
live peaceably with all men. Also, give me wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. How y'all doing, family? Y'all good? Where y'all from? Red Lake? So you're Native American? Okay. Y'all got a couple minutes to stick around? Have y'all heard about the Israelites? Oh, what's that? Oh, the cash store? Well, hey, come on back. All right, we're going to be out here for a little bit. Come on back and come see us, sis. All right, Matthew 10, 16. Read that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
So he sends us forth as sheep amongst wolves, right? We just used that analogy earlier, right? As a sheep, you know that if you go in the midst of wolves, you're getting ready to be torn down, right? Read on.
In the midst of wolves, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
So you have to be wise as a serpent. A serpent is very calculated, right? They will wait there all day long, camouflage, waiting for that attack, all right? Waiting for that attack. But also, then you have harmless as a dove. You see a dove or, you know what I'm saying, a pigeon or something like that on the street, you will walk by that thing, you won't even think any mind that it's going to come and peck the hell out of you, right? But if you saw an eagle right there, you're going to be like, oh shit, let me go the other way. Let me cross this street real quick. You know what I'm saying? Or hell, even a geese, you be like, shit, I ain't messing with this geese. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go my business, you stay right there. But a dove is like, yeah, man, it's a dove. You're walking right by it. So you got to make sure that you continue to learn, build yourself up first, right? And then you'll be able to teach your people. Now, granted, share videos with them. You know what I mean? Share videos. If they say, nah, I don't want that stuff no more, then you just back off. You know what I mean? And Lord's will, that seed will be planted, and Lord's will, the Lord will give the increase at his desired time. All right? But know that, hey, look, my own cousin told me to go kill myself. And I was just sharing a video. It was in the Facebook family chat. She was like, go kill yourself. Like, damn, it's like that. Wow. All right, well, guess you love the Lord. Not. I'm saying? Because we can't have that hatred for our brothers and our sisters. We love our people, which is why we come out here today to help teach our people, edify our people. All right? So, Brother Joshua, we want to continue to deal with you because you're listening. All right? We want to continue to share some of the things that you got to start doing, such as gathering on the Sabbath day. Leviticus chapter 23. Okay? Because, do you know about the Sabbath day?
Yeah, keep it holy, not buy anything.
Right.
In order to be able to serve the
Right, yep.
question about that.
Yep.
Like, I run a business and it's automated.
Yeah.
Does that mean turn it off? Because technically it's owned by me, right?
Yeah,
So I have to completely shut it down?
Yeah, you gotta, put a little buffer in there, program it to shut down on Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown. You know what I'm saying? Try your best, all right? Try your best.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
All right, read that.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
So this is talking about the feasts of the Lord, which are holy convocations. What is a convocation, Brother Joshua?
No idea.
Okay, that's an honest answer. A convocation is a gathering. So the holy gathering, these are the feasts and the holy gatherings of the Lord. So let's find out the first one that he names out of his through his word. Read that.
Even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest. And holy convocation.
A holy what?
And holy convocation.
So the Sabbath day, you're supposed to be gathering with like-minded individuals, all right? Coming and joining the Lord's Sabbath day as you are commanded to do, all right? So that's that holy gathering. Like you said, you see it mentioned no working, right? No buying, no selling, no cooking as well on the Sabbath day. Let's get that for our brother, no cooking. All right, let's get that in Exodus. Because a lot of these Christian churches, they'll say, yeah, I celebrate the Sabbath. Oh, after service, we got a hot plate meal. Come on, get it. No, we're not even supposed to be doing that. All right, on the Sabbath days, there's no buying, selling, working, cooking. All right, and we should be convocating. All right, you got that?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. And Moses spake unto...
All right, so let me get... so it says there, you shall kindle no fire. Now, that kindling of fire, it's not talking about, you can't heat up your house. We live in Minnesota. Right. Sometimes it gets real cold, so we got to heat, put the heater on. That's not talking about that. What it's talking about, you'll find in Exodus chapter 16, verse 23, all right, where it talks about that we're not supposed to cook on that day, all right? So that the kindling of fire is talking about the cooking of food on the Sabbath day, all right, which occurs every Friday night to Saturday night. Okay.
Friday night, not Saturday.
Correct. It's Friday sundown when the sun is when the sky is dark. That's the Sabbath day. All right. We'll share that with you as well. We got a scripture to prove exactly what we're saying on that as well. Exodus 16:23.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 23.
Here we go.
And he said unto them, This is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So he says, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath, right? So he's talking to them prior to the Sabbath day, right? So listen and understand that context. Tomorrow is the holy Sabbath. Read.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and seethe that ye will seethe.
So it says, bake that you will bake today before the Sabbath, and seethe, which means to boil. Boil like you may boil some hard eggs, some eggs or whatever, right? You may boil some chicken or whatever you may want to do. But it says, do all those things today before the Sabbath comes in. Read.
And that which remaineth.
So whatever you have left over, right? Because a lot of times we cook more on Friday for Saturday. So we have stuff that remaineth over. What are we going to do with it?
Lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So it says, lay it up to be kept for the morning. Okay? So lay it up to be kept for the morning, meaning what? Now we can wake up, we can have our boiled eggs, we can have our pre-cooked turkey bacon, you know what I'm saying? We can have a good meal before we leave out of the house for the day. All right? So that's what it's talking about. No cooking on the Sabbath day. Is that what's it on that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, get me Nehemiah chapter 10 or 13 and verse like 19, I believe it is. Just let me see it. I'll show you. All right. So I made mention that it talks about the Sabbath coming in before dark, right? Read that.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 19. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath.
So you see that it says, it came to pass that the gates of Jerusalem began to become dark before the Sabbath. Not, oh, I woke up, it's light outside, the Sabbath day is out. No, it says before it began to be dark. Read.
I commanded that those gates should be shut and charged that they should not be opened until after the Sabbath.
Until after the Sabbath, all right? So that's a common misconception that the world has put upon us today. We think that a day is from midnight to midnight, right? But the Lord says something totally different, all right? Let's get that real quick. Let's get that in Genesis.
Bring it up.
Let's get that in Genesis. Give me verse 5.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 5. And God called the light day.
So he called the light day, right? We all can understand that, right? Read.
And the darkness he called night.
And the darkness he called night, right?
And the evening and morning were the first day.
But you see what he did there? He said, but the evening and the morning were the first day.
That's right.
Not the morning and the evening. It says the evening and the morning were the first day. Let's read that again, slowly.
And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
So it's the days start at the evening. Whenever it's dark outside, that to God is a new day.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.